Hi, welcome back to a Minecraft map called Matchup. Today we're going to be matching up two sets of items together. I'll explain it in this first level. Let's get into it. Which reminds me, if this is the first video you've seen by me and I'm brand new on your subscriber feed, consider subscribing. I make videos just like this all the time. I'm even recording some Let's Play series, so if that interests you, subscribe. It only takes you a second and helps me out a ton. Let's get into it. So for this first room here, the first level of the map, we have different types of eggs. So for example, the turtle egg will match up with the turtle, the random chicken egg will match up with the chicken, and then the ender dragon egg will match up with the dragon. We press this button here for submit, and we get some green fireworks. That shows we be in level 1 of 23. 23 levels, they're only bound to get harder from here, so keep on watching. Next level seems to be dyes based, and they're flowers, so we'll do red and red, orange and orange, yellow and the dandelion. We'll do this blue cornflower with the blue dye, the blue orchid with light blue dye, light gray with the oxide daisy. Black dye obviously goes with the wither rose. This guy is going to be pink, not magenta. We'll go pink here with the pink dye. The white dye will go with the lily of the valley. And the only two left are this magenta, which it doesn't really matter what color we do as long as they're the same. Perfect. All right. We have what looks like smeltable stuff. We also have a hint button, which I'm going to avoid using unless I'm absolutely confused. So let's do smelting. For example, nether gold ore smelts into gold ingots. Cactus will smelt into this green dye, of course. Cracked stone bricks are a product of stone bricks. Popped coarse fruit is a product of just normal coarse fruit. Clay balls are products of bricks, or other way around, I don't know. Gold nuggets, when you smelt a gold chest plate or gold tool. We have sandstone over here and smooth sandstone, so these obviously go together. We have a sponge and a wet sponge. We have stone and smooth stone. We have terracotta and clay. We have a sea pickle, lime dye, which I guess go together. And we have a log and charcoal, which I think is our final category. Let's see if we're correct. They are. Perfect. All right, the next one is leaves. This is going to be impossible for me. All right, let's do the easy one. Warped and warped the wart block, I guess. And we'll do warped wart here and the crimson stem. Everything else literally looks the same. Like you're telling me you can tell that might be spruce. Now we have this tool called the inspector, which I think we can right click on and it will tell us what it is in the bottom left. So this was spruce leaves. So that obviously goes with the spruce log. We have acacia here, and what I think is acacia, let's check. It was birch. See, this is why I'm checking. This might be acacia. We have jungle here and jungle there. This is oak and oak here. We have birch and birch here, and then the last one, which will be dark oak. Perfect. Wood blocks and their matched leaf variant. All right, this just looks like projectiles and stuff. What they throw. So the stray obviously has the slowness arrows, fireball and a blaze. We have a shulker bullet and a shulker. They would go together. We have a vex. The vex doesn't throw anything. Oh, he gets thrown by the evoker though, so that's kind of cool. We have a normal arrow, which would be a skeleton, or no, probably you, the pillager. We have a trident thrown by a drowned. We have a witch who throws a potion, and we have the other fireball and the gas. That one was pretty simple, although we got red confetti, so something is wrong. Oh, that's why there's two fireballs. One's much bigger, which probably goes to the gas, and then the smaller one would go with the blaze. That probably should have guessed that, but there we go. Mobs are matched with their projectile. Okay, this just looks like stuff I can right click stuff with. So like an armor stand would go with the armor. Those would definitely go together. We have a music disc, which would go inside a jukebox. This guy, raw beef. What would, oh, probably this campfire, a lectern and a book and quill, and then an eye of ender portal frame, and then a red poppy and a flower pot. Yeah, match with something they can hold, or right click as I like to call it. Okay, this could be a crafting something. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that goes together. So obviously the emeralds are definitely together. The nether brick would go with the nether brick. The wart would go with the wart block. I don't know what the heck you make this from, but I'll find it. Apparently you can craft purple. Everything else here doesn't make sense, so we'll go with purple. Oak log probably would go into the oak wood. This one right here, I saw the wheat earlier, like this one. We have a honey block here and a bottle of honey. Perfect. We have magma cream and a magma block, dried kelp and the kelp. Perfect. Yes, matching with a 2x2 or 3x3 crafting grid. Now this is just mean. Well, this one's just the colors. So we'll go red and red. We'll go orange and orange, yellow and yellow, lime and lime, green and green. We'll go cyan and cyan, light blue and light blue, blue, and which looks like purple, but this is actually blue. What looks like pink, but is actually purple, and purple, magenta, and what once again doesn't really look like magenta, but magenta. We have pink, and which looks more like red, but is pink. We have brown and brown. We have white, and what looks like flesh, but it's white. We have light gray, and again, looks a lot more like brown, but it's actually light gray. We have something that's definitely brown, but it's actually gray, and gray. And then the only last ones, which is the black one. Pretty boring one, pretty simple, but that was another one completed. I'm looking here, and this is probably just what's struck by lightning to make it. So like the mushroom cows would be together, the creepers would be together, pigs would be together, and then the villager and the witch. I feel like even if you knew nothing about Minecraft, you could probably piece this together. Like these are both the same, like creeper shaped, both cow shaped, pig like, and then both like human. So I feel like you could figure that one out pretty simply, even if you didn't know about the lightning mechanics. Okay, this is probably just going to be enchantments, which means we're going to have to use this inspector tool. So we have aqua affinity, which would go on a helmet, such as you. We have a lure book, which I think only goes on fishing poles or fishing rods. Yeah, fishing rods. We have knockback, which is only going to be put on a sword, such as you. We have a crossbow. I don't know why I inspected that, but it's a crossbow. That's probably going to be piercing or quick charge, such as you. Probably should start with the books first. This one's full speed, so it's probably going to be on some boots. As you guys, this is a channeling book, which we'll just turn to the left and put it on the trident. And the only two left are the bow and the flame book, and that is perfect. Here we have a whole ton of villagers and what their professions are. So I'm going to see if I can do this just by memory. I know the farmer's pretty simple. He goes with the composter, which is you. We have the butcher here, which is probably I think the smoker. Yep, the smoker. I don't know who you are, so I'm going to open up your trade menu. You're the toolsmith, either the grindstone or the smithing table. I think the grindstone's the weaponsmith, and you're a toolsmith. I'm going to do that one then. I'll do the smithing table first. We can always switch it. We have a mason, who's a stone cutter for sure. We have the cleric, who's the brewing stand. I'm 100% confident with that one. And we have a leather worker, who's the cauldron. We have a librarian, who's 100% the lectern. And we have a cartographer, who's 100% the cartography table, which is you. We have a fisherman, who's 100% going to be the barrel. We have a shepherd, which is going to be the loom. This is the weaponsmith, so this is the guy that I was talking about, who's probably the grindstone. This is a fletcher, who's the fletching table. And then the only one left is the blast furnace, which is probably going to be the armorer. Let's see if I was correct. I was. Perfect. All right, I'm just seeing a whole ton of the same thing. It just seems like random items to me. Might be what's crafted with it, like plus something else. What do these all have in common? So I'm seeing a lot of stuff that like can't be crafted, like redstone can't really be crafted. Same with iron. And then I'm seeing stuff that can be crafted. Most of these have sticks. So what I'm thinking is it's an item such as the diamond plus a stick would make like the diamond pickaxe, for example. So I'm gonna try that. So of course the diamond and the diamond pick go together. Cobblestone and a stick would make a lever. A slab and some sticks would make an armor stand like this. Gold and some sticks would make a golden sword. Leather and some sticks makes painting. Oh no, it definitely makes an item frame, not a painting. I'm stupid. Wool and some sticks would make a painting. String and some sticks would make a fishing rod, such as you. Let's mix this one up for a second. Rails would be made from sticks and iron, such as you. Same with the redstone torch would be made with redstone, like this. And then a coal would be used with a torch. And then a plank with a stick would make a post, like this. Let's see if we're correct. Once again, I am correct again. I'm flying through this. I don't think I've messed up once. I'm seeing a whole different types of liquids, and I'm thinking it's probably the biome that like the coral or like the ice would spawn in. Coral's normally pretty bright biome. I think it's this. Like the tropics is kind of light too. This is definitely a deep, dark swamp, like this, a gross water swamp. I know ice spikes are normally in the pure blue, like dark blue water, which is this, and then just the kelp would just be in a normal water. Wow, that was correct. That was complete guesswork. Okay, this next level seems to be potions ingredients, which means we're gonna have to use this inspector again. Potion of strength. I know for a certain fact, I think that it's blaze powder. And luckily blaze powder's in this room, which means I'm probably correct. I might have to change all these later. Slow falling. That I think is phantom membrane. Phantom membrane. We have a turtle master potion here and a turtle shell. Those have to go together. I've ever crafted that potion in my life, but I'm sure I'm gonna do it here. We have leaping, which I'm pretty sure is a rabbit's foot. We have night vision, which I think is the golden carrot, but it could be like that. Like what's used with the glistening melon? I have no idea. Let's do the ones we know first. So potion of swiftness is definitely made with sugar. I only know this because you get like a sugar rush and you get a lot of energy. You run fast. Fire res here and magma crane. I'm pretty sure that's a fire res potion. We have a pufferfish, which I think is water breathing. It's gotta be water breathing. I don't know what else would be water breathing here. It's gotta do that. Yeah, we have water breathing over here, so I'm going to match that up with the pufferfish. Hopefully that's right. I think this gives you night vision, so I'm going to do that with the night vision. Yeah, so night vision and the golden carrot would be together. We have a gas tier here, which I think is regen, which we have right here. I'm going to try that. If it's not regen, it could be healing. The only one we have left is the glistening melon, so I'm going to assume that's healing and see if we're right. We were wrong. No idea where we went wrong, but we went wrong somewhere. So right now I have healing and glistering melon together. However, on this map, healing and the gas tier, which I thought was a regen potion, actually go together, which means that the glistering melon and the regen potion actually go together. And that's correct. Wiki says no, but this map says yes. Alright, the next room is just going to be villagers and the biome that they spawn in. So for example, the jungle guy will be with the jungle seeds, I guess. This guy's the savannah. Probably the acacia logs. We have the desert guy and the dead bush, since those guys are both in the same biome. We have this snowy fella and the snow thing, the slab of snow. What is this called? Snow layer. We have a swamp villager and a lily pad. We have a plains and a plains guy, the default, and then the fern and the taiga, I think. Yeah, taiga. He's the only one left. I don't know what he's called, but that is perfect. Okay, looks like we have the mobs and what they kind of interact with. So a trident and a drown, for example. A witch, healing maybe. Yeah, we have a totem and an evoker. I'm thinking it's more likely drops. Ravager and a saddle. Johnny Vindicator guy and an axe. Oh, more likely an emerald. The strider and a string, I guess. The guardian and a wet sponge. The ghastier and the ghast. The wither skeleton and some coal. Seagrass and a turtle. I think that should be right. Did not know about the string and the strider, but I think that came up in one of the past trivia maps. I've been doing all these trivia maps, and now I'm just way smarter at the game of Minecraft, which is crazy because I've been playing it for like 10 years. Okay, looks like we have more just like mob association. So the turtle and the turtle scoot, a piglin, and maybe gold. We have a slime ball, but no slime. The only thing I can think of is the panda. When it sneezes, when they're like sick pandas, they drop slime balls. A little bit of a known Minecraft trivia you probably didn't know about. We have a hoglin over here and a warped fungus. If you place this down, the hoglin gets like spooked by it or whatever. We just have a fox and a berry bush. Those are probably together. Now this name tag is actually a Jeb underscore name tag, which probably will go with the sheep. We have stone bricks over there and a silverfish. Most likely those are together. And now we have a mushroom cow, a ravager, some leaves, and suspicious stew. Don't see that the leaves and the mushroom cow are together, so it's probably suspicious stew, which means the only other connection are the ravager and the leaves, which definitely doesn't make sense. But it's correct. I'd love to know down below in the comment section what a ravager and leaves go together. If anyone knows, please feel free to comment because I'm lost. Quite simply just the baby versions of most things like this or like what they interact with. This is what I'm thinking. It's literally just the baby versions. I mean, it's pretty simple. Mobs and what their interests are. I mean, again, you probably don't need to know much about Minecraft to just assume those two are together, and that leaves the only two left. All right, once again, it just seems like mobs and what they interact with. So I'm seeing a saddle here and a donkey. No, scratch that idea. There's a chest here, and more likely the saddle will go with the pig, and instead the chest would go with the donkey. We have a carpet here and a llama. Then we have something that can be dyed any color. Same with the sheep. Now, more likely enough, the sheep is already white, so the white dye is probably not going to work with it. It's probably going to be the cyan dye. And then the cat can be dyed white for like its color. Mobs are matched up with an item that can be used on them. Right again. All right, this is the first time I've looked at a level and actually I'm kind of lost. Not sure really what any of these guys have in common. The only thing I'm thinking with is like what you can feed them. Like a cat and salmon go together. But then I have stuff like squids, which I don't think feeds anything. Maybe guardians together? Let's try that. So the squid and the guardian together. We'll put the fish and the cat together. Endermite and the enderman. They can be used in farms together. We have a villager over here and a pillager. Obviously, the pillager targets the village. I'm thinking the rabbit and the fox might go together. I think the fox targets the rabbit. And for some reason, I'm thinking that the snow golem targets either the wither skeleton or the blaze. I don't know which one is more likely, but we also have this guy. I'm more likely confused on that. Right off the bat, though, we can safely assume the wolf and the skeleton probably go together because a lot of people use wolves in farms and stuff, which means that the piglin will probably go with either the wither skeleton or the blaze. Let's try this, though, because I feel like the snow golem and blaze together makes more sense. That was wrong. Let's switch it up. All right, change it up a little bit. Instead of the cat going after the salmon, I'm putting the cat with the rabbit, which means that the salmon would be then with the fox. That was correct. Yeah, I mixed up the fox. I thought the fox originally went for the rabbit, which just doesn't happen. All right, what I'm seeing here is what's supposed to be the wither. We have a skeleton, a pig, and then a whole ton of other blocks. It might be like the chiseled version. Like the chiseled sandstone has the creeper face on it. This, I think, has the wither on it, which means that the chiseled nether bricks has the skeleton on it, and then the pig would be on the blackstone. Guess it's more likely a piglin instead of a pig, but yeah, it's got the snout. Close enough. All right, this is definitely the hardest level we've gotten so far. It's a whole ton of note blocks, which have snare drum, string bass, a xylophone, and they've given us this at the beginning so we can test the note. Dude, I'm never gonna figure this out. Are you kidding me? Bro, I'm terrible with music. All right, let's try and get like 2, and then I'll probably just Google the rest because I'm not trying to figure this out. I feel like I'm not smart enough for this. We have a xylophone. Let's look for which one's likely a xylophone. Nah, that's like a guitar. No, could be that. That sounds like a xylophone. So let's put this and this together. There we go. The xylophone and the iron block will be together. I might as well show this off for the video. Now I'm going one by one here. So the guitar is going to be wool. The chimes is packed ice. The bells is gold. A banjo is a hay bale. A didgeridoo is a pumpkin. A flute is clay. A snare drum is sand. Clicks and sticks is glass. A string bass, a string bass, whatever it is on wood. An electric piano is on glowstone. A vibraphone is on iron, which means that our xylophone was actually supposed to be a bone block. I was close enough. So with a little help from Google, I can submit this, and I'm 100% correct. Alrighty, folks, so the game actually crashed on the last level, and for some reason, it won't let me go back into the map and play it. It just keeps crashing, so we're not going to play the last level. If you really want to check out the last level for yourself, I'll leave a download to the map in the description. However, that's going to be a video for today. If you liked the video, leave it a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more.